Hello friends, welcome to Code Semantic and welcome to the video tutorial of C programming. We are studying concept of structure in C programming. In last video we saw how to create an array of structure. In this video we are going to see how to use array of structure and function together. So basically we are going to see how to pass array of structure to the function and as well as how we can return a single structure variable from the function. So two concepts we are going to study. The first one is passing array of structure. Okay. And the second one is returning structure. So basically, we already saw the concept of structure and function, but at that time we just pass a single variable of a structure. But in this video tutorial, we are going to see how to pass array of structure from the function. Okay, so let us see this example. So here I'm going to use a structure of employee, as you can see here. So it will have three field ID, name and salary. So what we are going to do, we are going to create an array of employee, okay, and then after we are going to find a detail of a employee having highest salary. Okay, so there will be one employee which will have a highest salary among all. So let us say we have um, size of 10 array, or you can say we have 10 employees and we want to find the employee details having highest salary. Okay, we are not going to just find a salary, we are going to find an entire record of an employee who is having highest salary. Okay, as you can see here, just assume that this is our array of employee having 5 records. Okay, so you can say this is at 0th position, this is at first position, this is at second position, this is at third position, and this is at fourth position. Okay, now here we want to find a record of employee having highest salary. So as you can see here, the person or the employee having ID 104, the name is 4 times D and salary is 9,000 is a record of employee. And for that, we are going to write a function. Okay, so let us write a function. So again, passing array of structure to function is the same as we studied passing normal variable or normal array of integer or float. Just your data type get changed. Okay, so here, actually, one more point we are going to study, that we are going to return the structure. Okay, basically we are going to return this entire record at this third position. Means I am assuming that this is my data. So based on that, this particular record or this particular employee is having highest salary. So I am going to return this particular record. So I am going to return a structure from my function, and as well as I am passing this entire array of structure to my function. Okay, so two things I'm going to cover here. So let us write a function first. So my return type is I'm going to return an entire employee structure. So my return type will be struct employee. See, with the help of structure, you are creating your own data type. So this is nothing but your own data type. So whenever we return a value from function, we specify the return type or return data type. So I'm going to return an employee structure. That's why I'll say struct employee. So let us write it. So I'm going to return employee structure. So my return type will be struct employee. Let us name our function as max salary employee, since this function is going to return us an employee having maximum salary, max salary employee, and we are going to pass an entire array of employee. Okay, so generally how we pass an array, we say we specify the data type. So here my data type is struct employee, specify your array name and just put pair of empty square bracket. Okay, we already studied the concept of passing array to function, but at that time our data type was primitive data type. Okay, here we are creating our own data type and then we are using it. That is the only difference. Suppose you want to specify the size also. What will be the array size? You can mention it, say n. Okay, so this is our method signature, or you can say this is our function prototype. Now we are going to write an actual logic. So uh, if you know the logic of finding the maximum number from array, same logic we are going to apply it here. Okay, so we are considering that the employee at zeroth position means here the employee AAA, that is 101, is having maximum salary. Okay, so we are going to store this result, means we are going to store the zeroth position employee in one structure variable. The entire details we are going to store. So let us call it as M. So this will be a employee having maximum salary. And then we are iterating through loop. We are going to iterate through loop, considering M is a employee having maximum salary. In first iteration, what we are going to do? We are going to check the salary of M employee with salary of employee at one position or first position. Okay, so if this salary is greater, then this particular employee will be an employee having maximum salary. So in this case, this condition do not satisfy. So M still remains this particular employee, that is having ID 101. Then again we will check the next employee record. Is employee at second position having maximum salary? Yes. The salary of M and salary of employee at second position will be compared, and since it is greater, M will hold this value now. Okay. Now M will no longer hold the zeroth record. So now M is currently having the value of second record. Now the M value will be compared with the third record. Okay, so this salary is also greater than the salary which is currently M is holding. So again, what we are going to do? We are going to assign this third record to M. So this will no longer point to second record or no longer hold a second record. Now M will be compared with the record at fourth position. Okay, is salary of fourth position record is greater than M salary? No. Okay, and my loop or my array records are also finished. So I'll stop here, and at the end of this, M is holding the employee record having highest salary. Okay, that is the simple logic. So let us write a code. So as I told you, we are going to create one M variable or max variable which will initially hold a record at zeroth position. So this entire record is of type employee structure. So let us declare it. So struct employee M. Okay. We need some variables also for iterating through loop. I need a variable I, or you can use any other variable. Okay. Then the next step is to assign a value at zeroth position to variable m. Means this entire record, e of zeroth position record, will be stored in variable m. While studying structure, or while studying the basic concepts related to structure, I already explained that assignment operator works on structure. Means you can directly assign one structure variable to another structure variable. You do not need to copy it element by element. So this entire record will be shifted, or entire record will be copied, rather I'll say entire record will be copied to variable n. Okay. Now, since we copied zeroth position record to m, we start comparing from 1 to whatever will be the size of an array. Okay. So let us write a for loop for that. So for I is equal to 1, I less than n. Here size of our array is in variable n. So I'm just specifying it n and I plus plus. Okay, so we are going to compare the value of record m with all the elements in the array. Okay, and basically comparison is based on salary because my requirement is I want to find the employee having highest salary. So your field get changed depending on your requirement. Since here we are finding the record having highest salary, so that's why I'm going to compare the salary field. Okay, so if my array name is E of I dot salary is greater than M dot salary. See, M is a single variable. Remember this thing. And it is currently holding the record at 0th position. And what I'm doing? I'm comparing the ith position record salary with M salary. If ith position record salary is greater than M salary, then definitely this is going to be a next maximum record. So what will I do? I'll assign the value of E of I to M. Now, M will hold this E of I record. Okay. In the same way, it will iterate from 1 to whatever will be the size of array. And at the end of this loop, you will have a record of employee in variable M who is having a maximum salary or highest salary. So here we are going to return that employee record. So that employee record is going to be in variable M. So the last step is return M. Okay. So this is my entire program. Quite easy, right? I hope you can see this. What we do, what we did actually, we have two requirements. We are passing the array of structure to function and as well as we are returning a structure variable. So as we know, function can return a single value only. So here also it can return a single structure variable. Remember this thing. So first of all, we kept a record at 0th position to our m variable, and then we are comparing rest of the record in array with a record stored in m. Specifically, we are comparing the salary value. So if the salary value of array record is greater than whatever is there in variable m, then we are making that or we are storing that value or copying that value in variable m. At the end of this loop, we will get an employee having maximum salary in variable m and we are returning it. Okay, so I hope you understand this. Let us check this code in code blocks. Okay, see here I already wrote a program. So this is our structure employee having id, name and salary, and this is our function. So max salary employee, here we are passing the array of employee and the size of an array. Then here I declared one variable m. I'm storing the value of 0th position to variable m and then we are iterating through loop. And if the value of record in array which salary is greater than the value which we stored in m, then we are simply assigning that particular record to variable m. So it will hold the employee having maximum salary. And then after, from main program, a call is given to the function. So first of all, here I declared one array of size 5. This particular structure variable max is going to hold a record of employee having maximum salary. Using for loop, we accepted the records of employee and then after this particular part, here we give call to the function. So our function is accepting an array. So we already know that whenever we are going to pass the array, we just specify the array name. That's it. And we specify the size. Since my array size is 5, so I pass the 5 here. Okay. And whatever will be the result, we are collecting in variable max. Max is also of type employee. Remember this thing. And after that, we are printing this message, that is employee having highest salary, and just we are printing the details of that employee. Okay. So let us check this. So I'll say build and run. Okay, so let us put some data, say 101, say AAA, salary is something, say 50,000. Second record, say BBB, salary is say 30,000. Then 103 record, say CCC, salary is say 90,000. Then let me enter one more record, 104, say DDD. This is fresher, so I'll say 25,000. 105 EEE, say 60,000. Okay, so we know that employee C, this particular record, okay, is our output. So let us check that. I'm hitting enter key. See, we got a correct result, right? So the employee having maximum salary is this one, that is 90,000. So I hope you understand this quite easy. If you're already familiar with the concept of passing array to function and returning value from functions, then definitely this part is going to be easy for you, because syntactically what changes? Only the data type, nothing else. Before that, we are using the data types given by the C programming, and now we are using the data type created by us. Okay, so this data type is created by ourselves, so we are just using the data type. Okay, so structure is actually very simple part in C programming if you are aware of a basic concept in C. So thank you for watching, and if you have any questions, you can definitely write it to me. Thank you again.